Welcome to Funnel Factor. I am Susan. If you have never joined us before, this is going to be so much fun today because today we're focusing on design. This is like my most favorite part of building funnels. Let me bring up the comments so I can see what you guys are saying. Say hashtag live in the comments if you are joining me live, hashtag replay if you're joining me on the replay so I can see who's actually watching with me and I can say hi to you back. So every day on Funnel Factor, we are breaking down the landing page or the funnel of a internet marketer who is in the coaching or info product business. So we are this week focusing on Dana Malstaff. She is the owner of the Boss Moms Facebook group with over 50,000 different people in it. Women, boss moms, right? Okay, and I actually had the chance to work with her on this sales page. So this sales page I actually designed for her, and we're breaking it down today. So what we are going to do is we're going to get our timer up, and we're going to talk about the third factor in my trust test. So there are 5 different things that I look at when I'm looking at someone's page to see how we can elevate the trust on the page, the credibility, get higher conversions, get more leads, get more sales, all those things. And today we're talking about, so we got trust, T.R.U. Today we're on U, and we are going to be talking about upscale. So if you put hashtag upscale down in the comments, we will get started. And what I mean by upscale is we want the funnel or the landing page to look high end, right? We want it to look like like care and love went into it and not just slapping a template together. We want it to represent your brand. We want it to represent your message and the value that you are giving them in the program. Just think for a moment, if you landed on a page that looks sketchy, I think Tanya, I don't know, Tanya, if you're on here, say hi. She, in one of my videos, she said like, she coined the word like sketchville, right? Like, let's avoid the sketchville. We don't want our funnels to look like that, right? We want them to look credible. So we're going to skip down this page a bit and talk more about the design elements. Where you can see right away that there's a color scheme to this, right? We have her branding, and she actually, during the middle of this design for her, she's like, hey, Susan, we're actually updating my branding. We're kind of separating my courses and business away from like the Boss Moms entity. Because if you are in Boss Moms, you probably know like she was using a lot of pinks, a lot of purples, and moving her branding away from that and moving it towards like these dark blues and still the purple, but then this gold color as well. Looks really awesome. And so that was one of the reasons why we needed to start redesigning the page. One, it didn't have a lot of format to it. It didn't have a lot of the like formatting of the text. We added pictures, we added testimonials. And so it was missing a lot of that. And what I was trying to find when I jumped on here, I was like, guys, I'm trying to find something. I was trying to find if I had a screenshot of her before. I still need to look for it. I wasn't able to dig it up yet, but I wanted to show you guys like what it looked like. It really was just a lot of copy, some pictures, and that was about it. So we needed to update it, right? We needed to update the coloring because she was changing, like moving her offer away from a different entity, putting it into its own branding. So that was one of the reasons we needed to update it. The other reason was we needed to make it look like the offer that it is. This is a membership. It is a really awesome program to get into, and the page was not doing it justice. That was the problem. The page was not looking like it wasn't representing the high quality program that it is. And that was a huge problem. So that's one of the other reasons we did a redesign on it. Now, you can see like one of the common things that we do on a page to help make it more consumable is break it up into sections. Whenever there's a shift in like what is being talked about or a shift in, like what, like going from here's where we're talking about emotion, here's where we're talking about something totally logical, or here's where we're talking about the offer, like anywhere where it makes sense to have a shift in the actual look of it. You probably commonly see people using like different backgrounds. We do like this entire section right here. It's not white, right? We're breaking that mold. We're breaking what Russell Brunson says is we're doing a pattern interrupt, right? We have white, we have blue up here to bring highlight to this. We have white, and then we have, boom, here's another section where it looks different, right? Because if you're just scrolling through like the same old like white page, it's like, okay, got it, get it, I understand, like get to the point, like it just gets boring, right? So if we do a pattern interrupt, it makes it visually interesting. It makes people want to stay on the page longer and continue to read your copy. And that makes higher conversions, right? If we can get our message into them, then we're more likely to sell them on it. Okay, then of course we have a logo. One of the most important things to put on your page is what you're actually selling, right? What you're selling. And if you have like a logo, that counts as a visual representation. We've talked about this before, about when you're selling something, even if it's a digital product, you need to have some sort of mock-up of it, some sort of visual representation, and a logo counts as that when you are selling a digital, like intangible product. But in addition to that, let me scroll down, we do have an actual mock-up picture, right? We have where it's like, you know, a screenshot of what you get. And we even took a lot of the deliverables that they get right away and more screenshots, and we just kind of put them in the background, faded them out a little bit so that it isn't easily like consumable by people. You could blur it, you could fade it, and it just looks like, wow, look at all this stuff I'm getting, right? This showing all the things that you get is more powerful than a list of the things you get, right? Because a lot of people are visual. They need to see what they're getting. All right, I'm gonna scroll back up because we skipped over some things. Anytime you need to call special attention to something, or if you have like, I love using these boxes when there's like a like just short and concise information that you need them to consume. Like if they skip everything else on the page in this section, I want them to consume this, right? Here's the formula. Like I'm giving them some value. This is what she's doing here. The formula is so simple. You just need to do this and you need to do this, like, right? She's giving them the formula of what to do, but they buy the program to help implementing the steps, right? Same thing as like if you're familiar with webinars, you're giving them the formula, but they need to buy your program to know like how to go and implement it, right? You could put that on your sales page. Put what they need to be doing on the sales page, and then they buy your program to know how to do it, right? All right, back to design. Get off my tangent. We chose to do this. This is a graphic here. We wanted to show the experience when they get into the program. Here is what you're going to have happen. Like right now you're feeling stuck. Then we're going to like get some movement going. Then we get momentum, then we get velocity. Like it's super simple, but just like this graphic, like yes, we could take the graphic off and it would be totally fine, but it adds visual interest in it, right? If you're just scrolling through this page trying to check it out, you're like, oh, what does this mean? Like it makes you stop. It makes you stop and actually read. Like maybe you skip to the headline, but you stop and you're like, okay, what are they talking about right here? Like this looks cool. I like arrows, right? Arrows are really appealing to me. I don't know why. So if I see arrows, I'm like, okay, what are they talking about here? So anything that you can put on your page visually to get them to stop and read is super powerful. It's pattern interrupts, guys. It's just like social media. It's posting your stuff. Anytime you can get someone to stop and listen to you, stop and read what you're doing, that is going to have higher conversions. So that's exactly what this is. It's not really telling them anything, right? And it's a really basic movement. I think she has sections in her program that are called these, and so that's why those words are chosen. But this is just intended to get people to stop and keep reading. Same thing here. We've got step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Like these are also different sections that she's got going on in her membership area, and these are intended to be that visual interest. Like if you've got, I wouldn't go crazy if you've got a lot of different, more than 5. If you have more than 5 like actual steps to what you're selling them, I would try to find another way to visualize that. But if it's like 5 or less, and maybe even 4 or less, try to do like these columns, right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 columns, And we're just saying, like, look, this is what you're going to do, step 1. Then step 2, you're going to do this. Step 3, you're going to do this. Step 4, you're going to do this. Like, Russell's also the master of this. Like, breaking it down into these frameworks. This is the framework, and you're going to buy the membership to know how to, like, go and implement that framework. Then we've got, like, her bonuses. I think these are kind of bonuses. These are just, like, extra stuff that they're also getting. Anytime where we have, like, the opportunity to put in some extra branding is really fun. So, you know, putting in, like, you also get access to the vault, and, like, the vault could have been just the same text, but we chose to make it cursive and purple because, again, it's making people stop. You're interrupting the pattern. So if you take anything away from today, put in the comments, pattern interrupt. That is the goal of design, of the design part of your page. Pattern interrupts. Andrea, hey, so good to see you on here. You said, I love the demand to stop and attend. Yeah, exactly. So this is just more of her content. A visual representation of it is really just logos with a picture behind it, right? Bonuses. I know we're out of time, so I wanted to just skip through, see if there was anything else. Pictures of her, right? Like, this is such a cool picture. She had a photo shoot done right when we were, like, right before we started designing this page. And I saw this picture. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to use this picture. And so, you know, anytime you can, again, we have like a new section, put in a picture of you. If it's your page, if it's your client, put in a picture of them. Pictures that are professional, right? We want high quality, high end designs. We don't want just like selfies and, I am knocking over water. Selfies and like profile pictures, right? We want high quality pictures. So that is going to be it for today because we are out of time. I can quickly scroll through the rest of this. You see there's more pictures, high quality pictures of her and her kids, because that is ultimately what she is helping people do, is be with their kids more. So if you have pictures that are representing what you're actually trying to help people do, that's awesome. Put them in there. And we're going to focus on social proof tomorrow, and we'll get to like this design stuff for that tomorrow because I know I'm scrolling past it really quickly and I want you guys to be able to see it. But that is it, you guys. Thank you for watching Funnel Factor. If you would love to binge watch all the episodes, you can go to funnelfactorshow.com and go ahead and get your free account to the Funnel Factor Vault. And you can watch Russell Brunson week, Allie Bjork week, and then this is only the 3rd week, guys. So Dana will be in there at the end of the week. If you want to just jump on a call and get to, like, let me get to know you better, put hashtag funnelfriend in the comments, and we can get on like a 10-minute call, just bond a little bit and get to know each other. And if you want to show me what you're working on, I'd love to see it. And maybe I can even give you a little bit of feedback too. So that's it for me, you guys, today. Tomorrow we will be back on Dana's page going through another factor of what elevates trust. So that's it. I'm going to put the link to Funnel Factor in the Funnel Factor Vault in the comments, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.